Onegaishimasu. Hey folks, Dane Harden with Western Masters Martial Arts here in Abingdon, Virginia. If you want to look us up online, our website is westernmasters.net. This week's Zen Koan is a story about a hunter, a lion, and the strawberry. This is an interesting tale, and it teaches us many aspects, and it's also a popular Zen Koan story that can have different meanings based upon how you look at the story. So the story goes something like this. Once upon a time, there was this great hunter, and he was going out into the jungle to prove his manhood, and he was hunting a lion. As he's hunting, he's got his spear, and he's moving through the tall grass. The grass is like chest deep. And as he's running and he's looking, he stumbles. And as he stumbles, he falls. And of course, he drops his spear when he falls. And when he stands up, there it is, standing right in front of him, this huge lion, this big lion's looking at him. It's just great big mane and paws, big teeth. It's just an enormous animal. And of course, the hunter's like, oh my goodness. And he starts running. Well, as he's running, of course, the lion starts to chase. And as the lion's chasing, the runner is running. He's running, this hunter's going as fast as he possibly can. And the lion is just within just a hair grasp of getting him with his big claws and tearing him to shreds. And he sees this chasm, this great big opening in front of him. And it's this huge canyon. And he decides, well, I would rather die from falling and take a chance, or die from being eaten alive by this lion. So he leaps. As he takes his leap of faith, he's flying through the air, and out of the side of this huge cliff is this tree that's growing out, like an arm reaching out to grab him and arrest his fall. He looks and he reaches out and he grabs this tree, and boom, it stops his fall. And he's hanging onto this tree for dear life. And as he looks up, he sees about 10 feet above him this lion looking down, saliva dripping off of its teeth. And he looks down below and he sees in this great big chasm, it's a canyon, and there's a river down there. And of course in the river are crocodiles. And the crocodiles are swimming and they're looking up at what's going to be their lunch if he should fall in the river. So the hunter thinks to himself, oh my goodness, this can't get any worse. If I climb up, the lion will kill me and eat me. If I fall, the crocodiles will kill me and eat me. And while he's going through all this problem in his head, he notices that on the tree, there's this strawberry bush that has grown out of the side of the mountain. And as he's looking at the cliff and the mountain and the strawberry bush hanging from this tree, he sees a succulent strawberry. It's just beautiful, ripe, juicy. And he plucks it and he eats that strawberry. While he's eating the strawberry, he's thinking to himself, oh, this is the absolute best strawberry I've ever eaten in my life. And that's the Zen Koan. There are different versions of this story. In some versions, they'll talk about two mice. One mouse is white, one mouse is black. They represent life, they represent death, and they're slowly chewing away at the roots that were on this branch that arrested his fall. So this is sort of a parable that would lead us to the idea that all of us only have a certain amount of time on earth. Each of us have a number of days. We're all standing in the same checkout line. We just don't know when our ticket's going to be punched, as Master Harden used to say. So when we think about this is this idea of when he ate the strawberry, it was wonderful, and in that moment, life was succulent, life was juicy, it was good. It was the best strawberry he ever had in his life. Now, that's the parable of accepting things as they are, of accepting life as it is, of being in the moment. Now, the other point that I like to also point out with this Zen story, and that often people don't really get into, is if we rewind the story, it's hard to say, if we rewind the story back to the beginning when he tripped and stumbled, what did he drop? He dropped his spear. He dropped his ability to fight. The other side of this coin is that he could try to climb back up the cliff and fight that lion. Fight for his life. Fight for his ability to survive. That's the other side of this balance between death and life, is that we have a choice as to how we act and how we react to any situation. He would have been far better off had he hung on to his spear, hung on to his fighting abilities, hung on to his skill. Many of us, as we age, we don't train anymore. We put on a little bit of middle-aged spread, we don't work out, we lose our edge. We need to hang on to that edge. We need to hang on to our spear. We need to maintain our ability to fight for ourselves, for our beliefs, for our life, for our family, and even as I did for 35 years in the military, for my country. Thank you very much. That's our Zen koan for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Os, onegaishimasu.